Hey boys and girls, Stevie Stroh here with what I hope is just a very quick video on how to download and update the new wallpapers for the CoCo-Pi project and then how to activate them on your desktop. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to open up your terminal window, and then you're going to want to bring up your menu. And then from the menu, you're going to want to go to your utilities menu, which is number 9. And then we are going to want to scroll down here, and we're going to want to do what's known as the administration menu, which is number 2. And from there, we want to scroll down, and that's where we want to run the Git update. What you're going to want to do from time to time, so that's option number 20, and that is the update Pi from Git repo. And we're going to run that, and then anything new that needs to come in will come in. And you don't necessarily have to reboot, but you might want to reboot after you've done that. Now that I have done the Git update, I have technically downloaded the updated CoCo-Pi wallpapers. How do I get to those wallpapers? Well, pretty similar how you do on Windows or Mac. You just do a right mouse click on your desktop, go to Desktop Preferences, and then in your first box here, this is showing you what picture is being used, which is the CoCo-Pi generic 4:3 aspect ratio picture. Now you notice that when you click on that folder, I'll go back for 1 second. Right here is this is the showing you the picture and the folder that it's in. When you click on that, you're going to see what folder you're in here. You're in your user folder that's called Pi, because technically the user of this thing, when you log in, it logs in as a user called Pi. So this is kind of like your home folder, and in your home folder is this 4:3 Pi image file that's called a PNG image file. Now if you kind of mouse wheel and scroll up here and go into the pictures folder, the various CoCo-Pi pictures now have been downloaded here. And so we have some that are 4:3. This is the one you're looking at right now. This is the 4:3 one. But we've got a few other ones. And see, now it remembers where I am. I've got a 4:3 that's inverted, that's on a black background. And so now we can see here we've got the CoCo-Pi project on a black background. So some people might like that, a little neon look. So the 4:3 ones are designed for things that are in a rectangular resolution. We've got some 16:9 ones, which are widescreen, right? So this is the generic 16:9 CoCo-Pi. And now this takes up the whole wallpaper. Your icons are hard to read, but you can change those colors. But you see here we've got a handful. Now I've got a 16:9 black. If I open that, now we see the inverted color scheme, and I kind of like this black on black here. You can see your icon fonts are very easy to read. And then it came up with a variation of that is 16:9 green stripe, and that one has got kind of the CRT scan lines in the background. So just a little stylistic stuff here. I also came up with a few that are edition specific. So if you're running a Pi 3, you could go ahead and see that you're running the CoCo-Pi project Pi 3 edition, right? So depending on what Pi you are running, if you're running a Pi 4, you could open up that one. That would say Pi 4 edition, and in my case here, I'm running on a Pi 400. If I open that one, this one now says Pi 400 edition. So there's a handful of wallpapers that have been added, and they are in the pictures folder. When you first go to browse, you're in your Pi folder, which is your home folder of your user on this computer. And then if you go into your pictures folder, this is where some of those other ones are. Now in the case here that I have made my background green and now my fonts are hard to read, this is where you could change your text color. So I could just now go to my desktop fonts and say I want my text color to be black and hit OK. And now these are actually easier to see. So changing your desktop properties and changing things like your font size and your color scheme, that's not much different than how you do it in Windows or other operating systems. Just do right mouse click, go to Desktop Preferences. You can kind of mess around here. You can change the generic background color. You can change your text color. You can mess around with your menu button here. You can put your menu on the top or on the bottom. You can make your menu large, medium, or small, depending how big you want your menu to be. You can change your font. You can change all kinds of stuff. I've actually made my mouse cursor a little bit larger. So there's a handful of things you can do to customize your desktop user interface, which is standard operating system type stuff. So this is now me using the CoCo-Pi on a Pi 400 with the new wallpaper. Hope you liked it. If you need to find out more, go to coco-pi.com or hit us up on the Discord server. Stevie Stroh saying CoCo-Pi forever.